Welcome to Lahore for this fabulous test series between two very fine teams. It's Vigo Telmobile presents Bank Alpha Test Series 2025. We're here live for first test, day one. At the toss, it was Shan Masood who called correctly, and on an abrasive surface, he made probably the right call to bat first. Pakistan playing two seamers, so that's an interesting choice. They're obviously looking for some early seam movement, some reverse swing later in the day. A couple of spinners to go with Shaheen Afridi and Hassan Ali. Salman Ali Agha could be a very good filler as well. Babar and Rizwan are back playing for Pakistan in Test cricket.
Mahara. Often that you see South Africa going with three spinners, but it's going to be Muthusamy, Subryan and Simon Harmer who are going to be part of the bowling attack, obviously with the kingpin Rabada and Mulder to do his role. But changes in the middle order. De Zorzi, he's now going to bat at 4. We thought initially he was going to go at the top of the order, but he will come in the middle order. And then Stubbs and Brevis are very exciting in that middle order for South Africa.
There we go. Oh, that ball hit the length and stayed the course. Oh, close. Is it close enough for the umpire to call? They've gone for a review.
Original decision is not out. Pitching outside off, impacting line and 1-6 hitting. Rod, you need to change your decision. Stand by.
Well, a massive early result for South Africa. They looked extremely close. Once again, that in-swinging slant not being handled by Abdullah Shafiq. And so, very good review taken by South Africa. Captain is in early, Shan Masood. That's a nice shot. Probably the shot that you want to be playing on this surface, with a straight bat through mid-on and mid-off.
That's beautifully played. It wasn't a genuine half volley, but with the lowish bounce of the surface that we've already been able to work out.
On the pads, worked into the gap for another boundary. So, action-packed first over comes to an end. Shan Masood, 2 balls, 2 boundaries.
The footage of that surface, very abrasive. If you rub your hands on it, you might end up with a few scratches. So it'll be very interesting to see the condition of the ball, even if it's just been.
Shot, nice one. Beautifully played off the back foot into the fence in no time.
A challenge to try and get it high enough, bouncer-wise, and the back of a length delivery, that's going to be dealt with pretty easily. Just looks like he gets in position, stands up, just waits for the ball to come to him, and then punches it square. Beautifully played.
That's a nice shot. Played it with soft hands, didn't really go hard at it, and it's a lightning outfield.
It's also a difficult thing to get used to as a fast bowler when you just venture up a little bit fuller and it keeps getting whacked past you because of the nature of the pitch. So he's going to have to try and put that emotion out of his head and really try and think, well, it doesn't really matter. If I can make inroads and pick up wickets in these first 3 or 4 overs that I bowl, that'll be more important for the team. But that's a wonderful shot again.
Nice. Really nice. Good balance, pushing himself into that drive. Excellent piece of fielding as well. It's Rickleton there, stopping a 4.
Especially against spinners. He likes to dominate. Exactly like that. Step down and hits it out of the park. Steps down and smashes it over the top. Lovely straight hit. Into the onside, timed very well. It is pretty swift, the outfield. The practice pitches will help, and it goes to the fence. Nicely worked away from Imam.
Yeah, used the pace, allowed the ball to come close to him, and then wrist work at the last moment. Fetched the ball from off stump. Good footwork on that occasion from the left-hander.
and he felt that he needs to go a little bit shorter. This was way too short. This was way too short and wide. And the pace was there, 90 kilometers an hour, and nicely played by Imam for 4.
But have a look at that. That short offers up lots of width. Imam ul Haq, with all the experience and the times he's played against spin in his career, he's not going to miss out on that one. Short, and this one's punished just the other side of cover, and it will make its way to the boundary. Simon Harmer, who was positioned at short cover, thought, okay, it's going to go to my right-hand side, but in fact, played a little bit more with a straight bat. Nicely played by Shan Masood.
It's the pace once again from Subran is allowing Shan and Imam to hit it better, because the slower you bowl, you have to really make the pace, and that's a little harder.
Yeah, they're all coming into the ground, and so they should be. Wonderful test cricket. They just don't get the right pace, but that's beautifully played. Very strong leg side field, just a little bit of width. Imam ul Haq aware of where those fielders were and just waited, a bit of finesse to pick up that boundary.
Saw these fielders practicing this morning, you know, in the slip court and catching at their chest height and their waist height and even above their head at times. But that's when I just told them, I said, no, mate, it's not going to really come onto your, on your chest or shoulders. Just got to really come closer and make sure you look to catch anything.
But there's nothing risky about that one. They're so inept these days, as you talk about the modern cricketers are playing that shot and does it brilliantly.
It becomes very difficult for the bowler to sort of get into rhythm if somebody's playing that reverse sweep with control. Shan Masood playing for the second time, and they missed out on the first one because there's such a big gap, offside gap.
Beautiful play down the ground, and that's a 50 for Imam ul Haq. A tremendous innings. Never easy to get runs under your belt in a comeback situation, and it's a fantastically paced innings.
Yeah, it's over demanding, isn't it? Once as a batter you're making a comeback, you don't feel that much of a pressure when you're making your debut, but on a comeback game, oh, let me tell you, it's hard.
Sees off the session, Shan Masood. And so 28 overs bowled in that first session. Pakistan with a skillful 107 for the loss of 1. And he's found a great partner in Imam ul Haq on 59 from 89. And he has been a star on his comeback track. Rabada 7 overs, 1 for 27. Impressive spell. Mulder was used briefly for 2, and then the spinners came and bowled. And so Pakistan did well to keep them at arm's length. No real success for the spin department. The weather is changing here in Lahore. We're entering winter Saphir. So day 1 session summary belonging to Pakistan. 28 overs bowled by South Africa. Pakistan 107 for the loss of 1.